Yeah, Ryan's was a minor spoiler, if anything. He doesn't even know the other things that happened in that arc. Because worse things happen in that arc.
It's funny.
Other than we have random dick pro hero.
It's funny you said that.
As far as I'm concerned, that dude's more of a dick than indifferent.
It's funny that you said that random Seven Deadly Sins Wikipedia thing because I had the same effect the other day with the Apollo Justice Wikipedia.
With what?
Apollo Justice.
What? You read something and you're like, oh man, I wish I had read that.
Basically.
I did not need to see that.
And that's why I don't go reading wikis.
Apollo Justice and all.
Like, I don't think I've ever seen a spoiler that's just changed my entire
man.
outlook on an entire season of an anime.
But man, if you didn't go read the wiki, how else are you going to decode the message that Big O has?
I don't read the wiki when I'm watching the series.
Have you ever seen Seven Deadly Sins?
I mean,
Carson?
you can watch the series,
I've
you
seen
can not
people
watch the
talk
series.
about it.
You can watch the series, you can not watch the series. You're still gonna have to watch the series like 3 times in order to try to come up with a combination of what Big O's trying to tell you.
Didn't we have that?
Yes.
I literally read something when I went home after we had this discussion last time when I mentioned Big O. And what I read literally disclosed information to me that made me think, oh my god, it makes so much sense. And that made it even deeper because I was always... Because now I'm sitting there like, why? That makes so much sense.
Was it as deep as what I read?
Oh, no. Like, it's a thing you have to think about. Basically, it goes into... It's technically theory because, you know, creator didn't really talk too much about it. But in reality, all 3 of the bigs, Big O, Big Duo, and Big Foul, are based off of the 3 demon beasts. The demon beast of land, the demon beast of air, and the demon beast of water. The demon beast of air came to its demise when it flew too close to the sun and burned up. What happens to Big Duo? It flies into the air and it just gets blown up in a spotlight.
Mm-hmm.
Which means I haven't read anything about the other 2 beasts, but as far as I'm concerned, that's information that's used to metaphorically put some message together.
I'm doing this wrong. I also lost all that XP now I have to get back.
Not to mention all of the other contrivances.
Mm-hmm.
Like how a character...
Why? Oh, I'm still limit for him.
Yeah.
Like how a character like basically the fact that everything makes a lot more sense when you just think about the fact that Big O's a god.
It doesn't
And you like I'm pretty sure
the
you can
guy
understand.
the guy that pilots that thing, doesn't he when he starts
He's a
it out?
negotiator.
When he starts it out, doesn't he get a message? It's like cast in the name of
Yeah,
God.
cast in the name of God, ye not guilty. At one point in the anime, Big O says, ye guilty, do him. And will not work. There's only 2 times that this happens. The first time is with him, the second time is when Big Duo looks at the guy that's piloting him at the end of the anime and tells him that he is guilty and basically kills him.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you basically sat there and took every sentence that has the mention of a big in it and replaced it with the word God, you probably would figure out what everybody's actually looking for. Or more importantly, what main antagonist is actually looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, things get weird. The last, like, 4 episodes of that anime are just all the weird. Because the guy. Okay, so at one point, Paradigm City's dude, Rosewater, he has a dad. His dad lives out farm outside of the domes. Roger goes to see him.
So Beast
Him and Roger
came
talk.
after all.
Old man Rosewater's like
You
super
had me
old.
worried. I was afraid you'd given up for
At
good.
one point, there's a picture that Roger has.
What do you guys
Inside of a
really
book.
want?
There's a picture of old man Rosewater, but the other half of the picture is missing, and it looks like he's shaking someone's hand.
We can exist.
I believe it's second to last episode where old man Rosewater makes book fall off table, and he sees picture fall out. He then takes picture, and then takes picture out of his pocket, and puts the picture together. Old man Rosewater is shaking Roger Smith's hand.
Uh-huh. That anime. I remember.
Like I said, if you ever want to watch anime and get to the end of it and just be like, what the fuck just happened? That's the anime.
Everyone's general consensus when, like, at the time was, okay, what the fuck? I remember the general consensus was, okay, what the hell?
Look at the nobodies preparing you for a boss fight that's about to happen. Get out! I love how the startup to that killed him.
Mm-hmm.
I love how he's like, come.
Why does he have a hard-on for the beast?
He wants the beast to turn into a heartless man. You don't know. He sees potential in the beast.
And then he
All your dreams.
and then he becomes and then he just becomes a soldier. Oh god damn it!
All
I mean, we're talking about the same guy whose world, as far as we're concerned, got destroyed. Ended up in Hollow Bastion randomly.
he
And
willed.
was literally just soloing a campaign to get Bell back.
He willed his way to Hollow Bastion, chasing Bell through time and space and dimensions when his world was destroyed. His world fell to darkness, and she was kidnapped, and Beast chased them to Hollow Bastion with force of will.
Hurry!
Exactly. Beast,
I know.
Beast is OP.
No, my Seven Deadly Sins hide stuff. Literally holds it in your face, and then you go read Wikipedia trying to figure out why this guy is given the sin of wrath. And then you read something, you're like, oh, well,
No,
I could have seen that coming.
No, I kind of feel.
Well, I could have seen that coming too. And then it keeps going, you're like, the fuck?
No, I kind of feel like you
So
shouldn't.
that's what was going on when I was reading the Apollo Justice Wikipedia.
No, I kind of feel like you shouldn't have to look up like someone is given the sin of wrath. That should be kind of obvious.
What are you talking about? He's a chill dude.
But if he's wrath, that means he.
No, that's just it.
No.
A lot of them have sins that don't really go with their personality.
Which means there has to be something there.
Good
Right.
Well.
But
What's
I
it gets
thought
to
it
the
was
fuck?
I thought it was something that was covered in the anime, and I was trying to see if that's what it was, and then I found out his backstory went way deeper, and I figured out his backstory was even deeper!
Dun, 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 dun,
Like,
dun,
so deep,
dun,
in
dun,
fact, that I was
dun.
like, what? This is in this anime?
See, now this theme is appropriately placed because it's not on useless
This
character
man
like the
holds two spears in one hand.
He does.
He's also using 6 at once.
Feel the power of Dragoon.
Okay, and now first, this is probably my favorite boss in the game. Second of all, the gimmick of this boss is actually fucking clever. Basically, the gimmick of this fight is like most of the organization battles. Well, the gimmick, if you fight it right, you're basically saying, fuck that. Anyway, what I was going to say, why is there a puzzle piece here?
Come back to this.
Always going to the smart, like, the kind of clever thing about this boss that I don't think anyone ever has really picked up on, because, you know, he's wind-based, he of course has arrow basically constantly up at times. Well, when you, as you saw, there's the reaction command learn. When you use that reaction command, you take one of his spears and use the jump command to get through his shield. I think this is meant to be a reference to Final Fantasy IV, because...
It's a reference to Dragoons.
No, it's even deeper than that. In Final Fantasy IV, you fight bosses that are the elemental archfiends. You have one for each element. The boss for wind, she has a gimmick to where she basically has an air shield that deflects all physical and magic attacks. The only skill that can damage her when that shield is up is... What was the guy from 4? Is that Kain? Is Kain's jump command. That is the only skill that can damage her, and that's fucking clever. And I think they reference that, but no one ever addresses it.
Jump!
That has like a stupid
Feel
amount.
my power, my desperation move. Woo-ah! Feel the face of despair. How can 6 spears turn into that?
Magic.
Take this.
Thanks, Donald. You're a real pal.
Holy shit, Donald was useful.
This is also one of the bosses. If you die, Mickey will save your butt.
Really?
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
You didn't know that, bro?
I'm pretty sure that somebody on the development team said, that boss is pretty hard.
You didn't know Mickey will save you if you die to
I mean,
this?
it would make more sense if he saved you on Demetrius.
No, he'll save you here.
Is this
It doesn't make sense that he'll save you here because it's like, I mean, you know,
Uh,
it's like, you know, this is like your like first real.
speaking of which,
It's almost like you planned that or something.
Nope.
no. He just died because it's critical mode. And the game has that super finish combo rule.
And that's why I hate this rule.
Whew.
Who? Beware the face of despair. What is it?
It's funny. I just, like, right before... And
No, I thought I could do it. I was really close. If I could have just dodged that last attack, I could have jumped and finished him. But his jump does count as a finish combo.
yeah, I know.
Oh, that's why the one thing works.
Unfortunately, we do need stats. Like, that is becoming apparent. Like, I think, when we get to organization data fights, it might not matter. We might just have to figure out how to not get hit, but
You need stats in an
But
RPG?
it's easier to not get hit when aerial dodge actually works, which doesn't happen until level 3.
Damn, Sean.
It doesn't! It's useless.
Well, he does attack
Yeah.
you.
Sean.
Sarah sits there.
Well,
and Sarah sits there, looks at Zoladin and says, "Ha! Your divine sandstorm isn't strong enough for my Keyblade."
he does attack you as air. It does make sense that would be more effective against flying units. That was a Fire Emblem joke. Air magic is the worst type of magic.
What are you talking about, Excalibur?
Except in a... I thought it was called Rexcalibur.
I'm very grateful to you for bringing the rose back.
Looks up.
Hey. 7 Deadly Sins.
It's the least I can do.
Why
You've been good to
are
me,
you on this
and you
leak
didn't
thing?
have to be.
Man, I told you what I
I
read.
mean, I would assume there would be a reason, right?
I told you what I read. And the fact that they even said it, like, they all but said it.
You
I
can
mean, I
do
feel
it.
like if I said what I deduced, that there would actually be people in the comments that would be like, why would you spoil that? And I'm like, I mean, why would you not guess that? Why would you think that he was that? Any other
No,
one?
not that one.
I know that one.
was
I know what you're talking about, man. I'm saying that if I said that, then people would probably be in the comment section telling me I said spoilers, and I'm like, why would you think that he was? You're correct. It's called Rexcalibur.
Ha!
Of course it is.
Did you see the look on Belle's face when she grabbed that rose?
Wanna why? Because it wrecks things.
Yup, she sure was having fun, all right. She's rather unique, isn't she?
Always ready for a little adventure.
The two of them do seem made for each other.
Yeah, they sure
I
do.
know this is kind of the iconic scene of the movie, but it's really weird to, see them not doing that in the ballroom.
Beast's Castle.
Miss Shawn, concrete.
Michonne Concrete.
Concrete.
Michonne Concrete.
Have you ever heard Fox and Falco and Melee say mission complete?
Yes, I have.
It's English is Mission complete.
Fun fact, you can completely skip this world. Also, fun fact, it has a higher battle level than this world.
Yeah,
Fuck
man, 'cause you
it.
gotta beat 2 worlds to get to that one.
That's all I'm doing for right now.
Uh-huh.
We made pretty good headway.
Ow. We did, though.
Honestly, probably could finish all the other worlds the next playthrough.
Oh god, no.
It didn't take that long.
But to finish the world, we would have to do with the organization fights.
No.
Oh yeah, we're doing the 100% playthrough cards, and we're doing data fights. Which at some point we'll have to grind level 99. That's next time.
Oh, Lord. Well, hope you guys enjoyed this set of Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix videos. We need to stop. This was a crazy set of commentary points. We were all over the place. But anyway, see you guys next time. We need to go.
Oh!
It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So, anyway, how do you feel about the one Zoldan fight on the bridge? In my opinion, that fight is a little bit bullshit. However, Mickey jumping in to save you makes that fight a little bit more fair, in my opinion, because it really does feel like the game designers thought that fight was a little bit obnoxious. He deals way too much damage in a lot of ways, especially on critical mode. And while I think the jump command thing is cool and incredibly broken, I think it's incredibly unclear that you can block and counter him to get those learn commands that turn into the jump commands that deal massive damage and count as a finish combo. Overall, I think this fight is somewhat poorly thought out. It's kind of cool, and Mickey saving you makes it a little bit less bullshit, in my opinion, but you saw in the footage Shawn was doing surprisingly well. Then he tried to dodge, and the boss pretty much comboed his entire health bar and killed him, and I think the fact that he can somewhat easily do that is a little bit stupid, but critical mode is like that in general, and anyway, I'm rambling. You can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All my social media links, as well as my Discord link are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I will see you all next time, so good night, everybody.